Ustad Adnan felt compelled to speak to the tour guide, and as a result, a beautiful Dawah conversation ensued. You could take the da'i out of Speaker's Corner, but you can't take Speaker's Corner out of the da'i.
Those religions just came. We have our ancestors before.
Yes, I understand. Traditional.
For example, in
religion.
India, they have different gods, not so.
Yes.
They worship different. Even here, we have different religions.
Yes.
For example, we have the traditionalists.
I understand.
This one falls under the traditionalists.
I understand. So we're not saying anything. What we are saying is there is only one creator.
There is only one creator,
and we call him God.
Yeah.
Okay. Christians call him God. We call him Allah. Okay. The Jewish people call him Yahweh. So there is only one creator.
What I want to tell you that even I've already told you that the Catholics have Jesus, who used to send their message to God directly. Here we have Nakaima.
No.
She's the one who directs our messages to God.
Okay.
And here we don't just pray and get immediately.
Is Nakaima a tree or a spirit?
She's a spirit. Or someone, and she was from the church I have told you. They had their natural powers.
Brother, our Quran tells us that you want blessings from God, talk directly to him because he can hear you. Okay, wait. If you go to the tree or to the truck or to the stone or to the bird, okay, and ask the bird, you don't know if the bird or the tree is actually speaking to God. What you are doing is now wasting your time and effort, your energy. What you do is you simply look up, say, God, help me. Do you think God is listening or not listening? Do you think God is listening or not listening? When you say, God, help me, do you think he listens or not?
He listens.
Khalas. This is exactly what we are told in the Quran, that you call upon him, he will respond. Call up. The condition is you have to call him, not others, not the tree, not the bird, not the stone. You call him, he will respond. Okay, that's the problem. What people did, they brought others in, spirits, Jesus, idols, trees, stones. They are wasting time of humanity. What we need to do is we need to turn to our Creator, the one who made us. Okay, the one who made us, and he told us, you want me to help you? Talk to me. Don't talk to others. For example, you work in a company, and the boss, the chief, is very loving, very, very easy to approach. He has his door open. He's sitting in the office and he has written on the door, you want anything, come to me. Okay? Now you have read it. The door, there is a big statement on the door. You want anything, you come directly to me. Right? What you do, you read it, then you go to 5 other secretaries or clerks or administrators sitting on the side, you go to them. The boss will tell you, why the hell are you going to these people? They're going to make your life difficult. They're going to ask for bribe. They're going to ask for money. Okay, you want me to talk to the boss? Give me some money and I'll take your application to the boss. But you can see the door open, you can see the boss, right? And then you don't go to the boss. Whose fault is it? Now this is what people are doing. Instead of going to the boss, asking the boss directly, who's Allah, who's the creator, they are going to Mr. John, Mr. George, Mr. Terry, Mr. Murphy, Mr. Ram and Mr. Sham and all these different people they're going to, right? That's the issue. The issue is we need to go straight to the boss instead of using mediums, other people, other things or other objects. Okay, this is why we are lost.
Sheikh, I was also telling the brother.
Do you agree with this? Do you agree with this?
I'm not agree, but
why not? Tell me why. If the boss is telling,
let me ask you that. Let me ask you.
Why do you want to go to other people?
I don't know much about Muslim or Islamic, but I may be knowing about Christianity. Why did God send Jesus to the people?
To guide them to God. Jesus came. I'll tell you why Jesus came. Jesus came. He said, "I have been sent by God." Jesus said, it's in the Bible. Jesus said, I have been sent by God. There's nothing I can do of my own.
Yet Jesus said that I'm the way to God. That means we have to pass through Jesus.
No.
He said that I'm the way to God.
Jesus is saying, you follow me because I have been sent by God so that you can worship God. Jesus did not come, I am the way, worship me. Do you understand? What the Christians started to do, instead of following the way of Jesus, because Jesus said, I am the way, right? The way of Jesus is what? worshipping.
Doing whatever he did.
The way of Jesus was to worship God. The Bible says that. Jesus himself said it. My way is to worship God. Right? What the Christians did, they left the way of Jesus and they put Jesus in front of them and they started worshipping Jesus.
Because it's the way. That's what they know.
No. He said, I am not God. He said, there is one God who's in the heavens. Okay? He sent me, so worship him. Worship. I can read verses from the Bible. Okay. Gospel of Mark, chapter 12, verse 29. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Worship thy Lord with all thy mind, with all thy heart, with all thy soul. These are the words of Jesus in the Gospel of Mark. Now you tell me now, where is he saying worship me? He's saying worship God. The Lord our God is one Lord. Worship thy Lord with all thy mind, with all thy heart, with all thy soul. This is what Jesus is saying. So my brother, there is no excuse. There is no excuse to worship other than God. There is no way, because there is only one. There is only one. There are no two, no three, no four, no five, no 1 million. Okay. There is only one Creator who is the most powerful, who is the most wise. Okay. So if we want the way, we worship him. Not trees, not humans, not Jesus, not Muhammad, not Moses, or not anyone else. We don't worship Muhammad. Muhammad, our prophet told us, I am the way to God. So do we worship him? No. We worship his way. He told us, you follow my way, you will find God. Okay? Because I am teaching you how to worship him. So our prophet taught us how to pray to God. This is exactly what Jesus did. But what they did was, they thought Jesus is God. And Jesus himself was not God. He never said, I'm God. So this is the biggest, how can I put it, biggest oppression in human history. When you leave the Creator, it's like you have a mother. You have a mother, right?
Yeah.
You love your mother?
Yeah.
Okay. You love your mother. She's at home. She needs you. What you do is you leave your mother and you go to Auntie Mary, you go to Auntie Sarah, you go to Auntie Caroline, you go and start taking care of them. You feed Auntie Mary, Auntie Caroline, Auntie Sarah, but your mother is starving. She's alone. Your mother is going to say to you, you are a traitor. You have left me and you have taken care of others. This is what we're doing. We have left God, whom we are supposed to worship, and we are worshipping trees. So, worshipping a tree, it takes time. You agree? And effort. That time and effort belongs to God, not the tree. What you are giving to the tree doesn't belong to the tree. It belongs to God. Your time and your effort belongs to God. So the amount of time you're worshipping the tree, turn to God, and you will see the wonders happening. You will see how God responds to you. You just have to be sincere. Your heart has to be sincere. And you know, the stone, the tree, the bird, the moon, and if you want to worship something, I'll tell you something better to worship. Something that deserves. The sun. Okay, if the sun was not shining, this tree would be dead 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah.
So the sun is giving life to this tree. Why are you worshipping the tree? Worship the sun. Yeah, worship the sun. But why don't we worship the sun? Because the sun itself is created. So why don't we go to the ultimate source who created life, who gave life to the tree? So leave the tree, leave the sun, go to the one who made all of this. Simple logic, simple solution. Now you need to think about, this is why we are Muslims. We are Muslims because we believe in one God and we believe in his messengers. And these messengers did not say we are gods. And the reason why we believe in the messengers is because they were not pagans. They did not tell us to worship the stone, the goat, or the bird. And people are doing this. In India, people are worshipping cows. They are worshipping monkey god. They are worshipping elephant god. Okay, they are worshipping all sorts of things. These people are lost.
Now
they are lost.
What I want to tell is that they do not worship the tree.
They ask for blessings.
For example,
Yeah.
we in the church, we go and kneel in the church. This is the way how they could reach to that person whom I have told you, who directs them to God. For example, if you go to the mosque, you kneel into the mosque and pray to God.
We kneel directly to God.
Yeah.
We don't kneel to a cross. We don't kneel to a priest. We don't kneel to any tree or anything like
But
that.
why do you kneel under the building?
No, we do what the prophets told us to do. Jesus himself kneeled.
This is what their prophet also told them.
No, which prophet?
Nakaima.
A woman called Nakaima.
Okay, so there's another prophet now after Jesus and after.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now
In
this is the problem.
atheists.
So this you see that's the problem. Someone asking you to worship the tree is clearly not a true prophet. Okay, because all prophets who came, they told us to worship one God. Jesus, Moses, Muhammad, all of them are saying worship the one who created us, not the creation. So if someone comes to you and tells you now worship the creation, that's not a true prophet. That's a false prophet. That's not someone. So if I come to you next month and I say to you, now you worship that goat over there, that lamb, sheep, because that sheep will give you blessings. Okay, then what's gonna happen? You're gonna worship the sheep? No. And I can make a story up. The sheep, it came in my dream and it showed me gardens, it showed me all this. The sheep helped me get a better business. The sheep gave me children. This sheep gave me children. I prayed to the sheep that I had. You're gonna believe me?
No.
Oh, the sheep will die. We can now cut it and eat it, right? Like the tree will die. One day this tree will die. What are you going to do then? What's going to happen?
You have not got me.
God can never die. God.
They do not worship the tree. We know that the tree will.
But then you said the prophet said the spirit is in
the tree.
It is not in the tree, but this is where we find her.
Who?
Nakaima.
The spirit.
Yeah, this
The
way.
spirit.
So
why
for example, the best way of finding God, you go to the church, not so.
No. We don't believe that. We find God everywhere.
Everywhere, it's not in the
Everywhere.
But why do you gather in the church?
It's a meeting place.
It's
This
a
one is also
congregation.
meeting place.
No, but you are worshiping. Who are you worshiping here? Is the question. None of your logic can work here because the spirit. Why is the spirit important? Why is the spirit important? How do you know even the spirit exists? How do you know?
No, can you talk to us now? Can you talk to the spirit? Come on, we have some questions for the spirit.
Can you speak to Prophet Muhammad? You.
No, we can't because he was human. He's dead.
You can't.
Allah.
Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Our prophet we believe was human. He has done his job. He's gone. He's in earth now. He's in his grave. Okay, and he's with God. His life is unknown to us. How he is living with God is unknown to us. As far as we are concerned, he is in his grave now. Okay, we don't worship him. We don't ask him for help. We don't go to his grave and say, "Oh prophet, you give us something." No, we don't. We worship the one he told us to worship. He told us to worship God, the creator, not a spirit. Anyone coming to tell you to worship, go to the spirit and seek the spirit, and the spirit you don't even know if exists. Come on, you are intelligent. How old are you?
I'm 22.
22, you're intelligent. You're not stupid. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying is true. Okay? So this is why we want you guys to understand. You will not get anything from the trees. No, never. Because this tree can become furniture. It can die. When people say that we worship spirits and other things to go to God, the Quran says those who do this, indeed, sincere devotion is due only to Allah, the Creator. As for those who take others lords besides Him, saying, we worship them only so they may bring us closer to Allah, intermediaries. When you go to someone below to take you to higher person, surely Allah will judge between all regarding what they differed about. Allah certainly does not guide whoever persists in lying and disbelief. So he's saying these people are liars and disbelievers. Because they don't want to worship Allah, they find other excuses to worship other things. Okay. And they always give reasons. When you go to people like this, they always give reasons. They say, we are doing this because we want to get to the ultimate authority. But what Allah is saying, what God is saying, that if they wanted Allah, they would come directly to me. They don't want Allah. They're going to other people. Right? So this is something very important for you to remember, my brother. Life is short. Okay, don't waste it.
The message was delivered and it was left with him to ponder over it. Sadly, some Muslims find it hard to leave their old customs behind.
He saw them sitting here earlier and he realized that they're Muslims because they're wearing hats and hijab and everything. So he came and asked them, why are you sitting here? What are you doing? And and they told him that they came to visit the tree, and he started explaining that this place is not for a Muslim. We have Allah, we worship Allah, not trees and objects. You know, alhamdulillah, clearly he's explaining to them right now that they shouldn't be here.
I'm telling the brothers that as Muslims, if they camp here, this is haram. And they even are shaming Islam. Because I was telling, if I told that they decided to camp here for their blessings, which is haram, and they're insisting on that, they should take off the caps, these caps. Because in Islam, in Uganda, this is an Islamic identity.
Yes.
At least if they take it and they hide it, it's better. But they're having the caps and they're camping here.
Have the cap and go home. Keep the cap and go home.
And go home.
Yeah.
So
don't be here.
I was saying, if they want barakah, they should wake up on the last third of the night and they pray to Allah.
Yes.
If they have their parents, they should go to their mother and fathers and they pray to them.
Yes.
They ask them to make dua for them.
Yes.
But camping here as a Muslim, it nullifies Islam. This is shirk.
Yes.
And Allah never can't forgive shirk.
Yes.
So this brother at least is listening, and this brother is trying to beat about the bush. But as Muslims, he's saying, for them they came to camp here. So I'm telling them it is wrong to camp here as Muslims. You can only camp here for dawah.
Ababulira amaki bano ba Pakistan balina we basinzira okusinza.
That's not the Quran.
That if God is in heaven, is the one who serves everywhere, and is even who is serving even this place.
The Quran says the Quran says إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. Yes. إياك نعبد, that you alone we worship.
Yes. Only
Allah. Tell him. Only Allah. Only Allah. Okay. Now, إياك نستعين. You alone we ask for help. Not tree. Not tree. No, this is the Quran. The Quran.
In your country, what do you worship? In your country,
Allah alone. Allah alone.
Don't you have spiritual, tribal, shirk, traditional shirk in your country?
Anyone. Let me explain something to you. Pakistan, Uganda, Sudan, Iraq, America, Britain, London, anyone, anywhere. Okay, worshipping. Wait. Worshipping or asking for help from anyone else other than Allah is a mushrik. Are we going?
Yeah.
Yeah, plus. Looks like, you see the Sheikh Hamza, huh? You see Urdu? Even.
Imagine, this village was once barren with disbelief, but now it has blossomed with the fruits of Islam. Entire families have left their old beliefs behind. Now they can learn about Allah and His Messenger. How do they feel? What exactly was it that they used to worship this tree for?
I went to the tree because I desperately wanted a child. This was after trying to get pregnant for a long time. We worshipped the tree by sacrificing different items like a goat, chicken, eggs, and millet.
The tree is now nothing to me. It's ordinary, just like any other tree. It's only Allah who is sufficient for me. I used to think that the tree could give me wealth, but I've come to realize when I work with my own hands and I pray to Allah, He can bless me with wealth. The IERA team advised me on how to sleep, which is based on the sunnah of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and this has helped me battle the shaitan and expel all those terrible dreams that I had. I've also been improving so much more spiritually, much more than before. Every time I used to worship the tree, fear would escalate deep within my heart. However, now with the abandonment of worshipping this tree, I feel more peaceful and tranquil. I feel satisfied to have become a Muslim.
On the way home, I met two brothers in a red t-shirt who talked to me about Islam. I told them I worship the Nakaima tree and I was yearning to conceive a child. They told me about God the Almighty and that only He has the power and might to grant children. After that, I told them I'll think about it. When I reached home, I reflected upon the activities we performed for the tree god and compared that to what the brothers in the red t-shirts told me. This is when I came to realize that the tree really isn't God.
All the misconceptions I've had about this tree because of what my parents used to tell me about its healing factors have been cleared up. After the Aira team shared Islam with me, it made me ponder and contemplate about reality, because we used to make sacrifices to get wealth back, but we got nothing in return. It was us who used to take money, gifts, and again in return, we are not making any improvements. Now, I'm seeing a much more bigger difference. It's so wide that I'm looking at myself as a complete person. Now I believe what is right because the Aira team have told me a lot about God, that indeed God is the provider and is the all-seeing, especially after the worship of the tree. I still have sustenance. So the tree has not done any harm unto me. So now I definitely know for sure that indeed Allah is the only true God. Besides Him, none other should be worshipped.
Africa is lush, fertile ground for Dawah. People here are hungry for Islam. Our mission will continue with the help of Allah. Join us next time when something amazing happened when this new Muslim called the Adhan.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.